Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm Tracy and this is She's Got Many Hands. Wanted to thank my husband for coming up with that name because we're always joking about how big my hands are. So wanted to make them look a little bit more feminine. So I got into doing my nails and I fell in love with the nail stamping. So here we are. And I'll just start off by showing you my current manicure. I did it on Tuesday and it's now Sunday, so it's starting to show some wear, but I think it still looks pretty good. Over here I have some of the products that I used. So let me just adjust the camera here a minute. I used, first up we have the Ultimate Tidy brush from Clear Jelly Stampers Ultimate Brush Collection, and their crown holder for nail stamping, or for brushes rather. Here I have the Almost Nailed It XL stamper, and I just thought it was really cute. It did, it only cost $5 and it did come with this crack in it, but it's still my favorite stamper that I've gotten from them. So I used that. This is the plate that I used. It's CJS-V-22. I'm not sure if it's available anymore, and I don't know the name of it because I couldn't find it on the website. So that might be my first clue that that it's not for sale anymore. But this is it. I think it looks like a comic book kind of vibe, pop art maybe. So I've got this image here, which I have on my ring finger. And then I put it upside down, but it says Kiss Me. So that's this image. And I've got on this hand, I have this image and a couple of the others, the lip image and yes. So when I started doing my set, it took a long time. It took a couple of hours and we were watching TV and it just got too late, and I decided not to do the rest of the stamping that I had planned, and I think it turned out okay. From the Orly Color Pass, I have the 1980s collection. I have for the main colors, I have Most Definitely, and that went on very smooth and creamy. And this is Caribbean Dream. We have CJS-014, and that is Peachy Keen Jelly Bean. We have the Neon 09, and that one is called Coral Burst. Very, very pretty neon orange color, and you'll see that in the lips and the shirt and the nails on this one. And then we have the basic black and white. This is 001, More Like 1 a.m. and 002 is the white. Jenny's Gonna Love It. And also for the skin tone on these nails, I used Moyu London's You're a Peach. So I think it's a regular nail lacquer, but I used it for the stamping. So I just wanted to show you what I had on my nails this week. And now we will get into the haul from Clear Jelly Stamper. All right, this was a big one. They had a 25% off sale around the 4th of July. I had these things already in my cart waiting to go. And when I saw the sale, I pulled the trigger and went ahead and got that. So first up, we have the Ultimate Resizing Stamper XL. And this is for shrinking images. I don't usually have to shrink images for my nails, but I may get into doing some press-ons for some friends, and I thought this might come in handy because, you know, smaller nail beds require smaller images. So that's the Ultimate Resizing Stamper XL. Next up, we have, I just got a replacement tidy brush from the Ultimate Brush collection that Clear Jelly Stamper has. I think they're so pretty, and it makes me feel fancy when I'm using their brushes and doing my nails. It's just a cleanup brush, and it's my favorite one. So I got a replacement just in case something ever goes wrong with my old one. Next we have an acrylic display holder, and you get these iridescent magnetic stands, and I probably should have ordered 2 of these now that I think about it, but maybe that'll go in my next order. But that's that one. Next up, I've got this Koko and Claire Glitter 29, and I'm gonna try to see if I can. The lighting is not great, guys. I don't have a good setup yet, but we're trying. We're just jumping in there and doing it. You can see the little stars, and it's kind of in fall colors with the rose gold, and silver. So I just thought those were great. I love stars, which you'll see a little bit later on some of the plates that I have. So that was purchased it on the Clear Jelly Stamper site, but it is Koko and Clear. I think the owner has both companies. Next up, we have this is the polish, and this is another neon, and let me try to get this open. And it is the Neon 06. It's the blue, and it is called Barbie's eyeshadow. I love that. I'm a Barbie girl too. So I went ahead and swatched this on a white and a black swatching stick, and this is on white, and this is the black. And I really thought it would be a little bit more vibrant blue, but I think it will still show up on either color when I need it. So that's that. I'm going to add that to my neon collection. I only have about 5 neon colors, so I didn't have a blue, so I wanted to pick that up. All right, next in the box, I got some of the Prismatic colors, and I love these. When you see the swatch later, you'll fall in love too. The Prismatic Tint 01, PT01 Vibrant Violet, and you can see that these are sheer white base with a color shift in them, and they're just gorgeous. PT02 is Raspberry Rose, and it's got a pink shimmer to it. It's not as vibrant as the violet, but you can kind of see it peeking through there. Number 3 is PT03 Starlight, and it has a gold shimmer. And next we have PT04. This is Magnetic Moss. You can see it has a green tint to it. And last up in this collection, we have PT05 Cobalt, and it has a blue shift to it. So these are just great over black. I did not swatch them on white because I knew that I wouldn't use it on white. Okay, so let's go over to the swatches. I only swatched it on black because I knew I wouldn't use it on white very much, and I wanted to show the contrast. But here you see the violet and then the raspberry rose. And I apologize, my lighting setup is not the greatest. And then on this next stick, we have the Starlight Magnetic Moss and Cobalt. So you can see the gold shimmer here, the green, and then lastly you'll see the blue. So those look fantastic over black, and I can't wait to try it. So that might be coming up soon. Okay, now we'll get into the plates, but first I'll show you these replacement inspo cards. Here's the inspo plates, CJS-LC-23. This is Puppy Love, and I got this plate because we have an Australian Shepherd named Rowdy, and that looks just like him. Rowdy doesn't have quite as much white on his face, so I may try to doctor that when I stamp it on my nail, but he was the inspiration for this card and plate. Next we have Armchair Adventure, and I love this plate. I love the book images, and I especially love owls, and you have what I would call the Harry Potter glasses down here, so you could do a really neat set on these. I am a Harry Potter fan. Read all of the books, seen all of the movies more than once, so we'll just let it go at that. But the next up is Pixie Perfect, and I believe I just thought it was really cute, and I love the stars, so that was the main reason I got the plate. And all these other little words down here, like wish, pixie, make a wish, I thought they were really cute. So those I'll add to my plates when I have a chance. But next up we have the 8 by 8 centimeter plates, and the first up is Owl is Good, and it's CJS-LC-96. Again, I just love all of the owl images, and I can't wait to use these. I'll probably use these in the fall, although you could get away with them anytime. I mean, owls are timeless. But how you doing? Next up is Stars and Stripes. This was the one that you could add for $5, and I'm an American girl, so this will be good for the 4th of July, for Veterans Day, Flag Day. So you can never have too many Stars and Stripes, in my opinion. 14.5 centimeters by 9.5 centimeter plates, and this is LJS-198 Make Waves. It's got a lot of the ocean vibes, some seashells, anchor, life preserver. Okay, next up we have LJS-211. This is Fruit Cocktail Collection, Tropical Sensation. It has just lots of different fruits on here. Cherries are really popular right now. This looks like the watermelon rind, and maybe a cross section of pineapple here. Got some grapes and limes and strawberries, pineapple, dragon fruit, looks like papaya, kiwi, apple, some figs, and all of the names of the fruits are listed down here. So sorry if that wasn't in frame when I was pointing at something, but I'm still learning, so I appreciate your patience today. All right, next up we have CJS-259 The Big Game. My husband and I are big football fans, and we watch NFL and college all through the season. So we're Tennessee Vol fans, and Jay's also a Cowboys fan. I don't have a particular favorite NFL team. I just like to see particular teams win, like the Dolphins or the Bengals, and most recently the Bears. So I thought that this would be a nice addition to my collection. for that time of year. I'll probably do a set when fall season starts. So I think I'll get a lot of use out of this one. All right, next up we have CJS-316 Head in the Clouds. And I just thought that this would be a great image to have on hand if I needed to add a cloud to any particular design. And I wanted to stop here and just show you some of the features that you get with your clear jelly stamper or stamping plates. You get the inspo card here that shows you all of the images, and then on the back these are layered stamping plates, so it shows you in what order you need to stamp to get the particular image. So this is really helpful. I keep this out the whole time that I'm stamping, and I find it just so useful, especially if you're new to stamping. This is what sold me on Clear Jelly Stamper over Maniology or any of the other plates that I saw. I love the step-by-step guide, and that's been so helpful to me. So that's why I'm a Clear Jelly Stamper girl. I do have a few plates from Milieu London, but the majority is Clear Jelly Stamper. They also feature this card that you can place over your nail to see how the image will look on a particular nail. This doesn't really show up that great on the colors that I'm wearing, but I do find it pretty helpful for placement. You can see whether an image is too big for a particular nail or if you need to turn it sideways. So that's really helpful. So that's that, and they all come on a backing card. At least the larger ones do. Some of the smaller, the small size don't. And when you get a plate, it'll have a blue film over it, and you got to make sure that you remove this before you start stamping. All right, next up we have CJS-316 Fantasia, and I just thought that this was had some great images for abstract nail art, and I can't wait to try this. You can just add these to so many different designs. You could do a whole set with just the images on this plate, or you could use these to embellish designs on other plates. So I thought that this was fantastic. My mom is a great singer, so I love these the images that have the musical notes and whatnot. So I think I'll get a lot of use out of this one. And that was Fantasia, CJS-316. Next up, we have an alphabet plate. It's CJS-333, and it's Alphabet Jungle Boogie. So I found myself when I'm stamping, I want to maybe personalize it or add a name or a certain word to it, and you have your big letters and down here to the very small. So I really think that this will be helpful, and I'll be using it with other plates too. I like that it includes these designs or these special symbols here too. I think this will be very versatile for me. And last but not least, I have one of the new releases that CJS had recently, and that was CJS-384 Twinkle Twinkle. And it's one of my favorites that I got because it's so versatile. You can use these star images anytime. It doesn't have to be for a particular time of year. Of course, that'd be great for the 4th of July or for New Year's Eve. But any galaxy set that you do, or anytime you just need to add just a pretty embellishment, you can't go wrong with the stars. All right, and that will do it for my Clear Jelly Stamper haul. I appreciate you stopping by and watching my first attempt at a video. I hope you found something that you liked. If you would, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.